Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As promised, I'm finally opening these bad boys up. I showcased them back in my toy haul that kind of encompassed that time when I wasn't really putting videos out. So, what are we gonna open up today? Well, you can see over here, it is the DC Universe Essential Action Figure line that you can buy off that store. And what do we have? We have Martian Manhunter, we have Aquaman, Batman, John Stewart, Green Lantern. We've got the Flash, Wonder Woman, Superman, and finally we have Hawkgirl. So the thing about these is that you can only get these from the DC Universe streaming app. It's only available in the US, so you have to kind of be an American or know an American to get them. So, you know, it's pretty cool. One thing I learned about these is that these are pretty highly scalped. I was looking these up on eBay randomly when I ordered them, and it turns out that each one maybe sells for like 50 bucks a piece, and people also sell them by the set complete for like $300, $400 on top of everything. Very highly scalped. Now I got these for $156 because they were 40% off in the DC store, and regular price for these is I think $224 plus tax, hence about $240, $250 depending where you live. So pretty good bargain. I was happy to finally get these. I've been wanting to get these since they announced the toys were coming out, but I didn't really have the funds and money to buy them. So once I saw that sale, had to jump on it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and open these suckers up. Boom, let's do it. Okay, here we go, guys. This is the Justice League. We're finally opening up. So I got them lined up over here. I actually got them lined up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 8. That's Bat, Martian Manhunter, Green Lantern, Hawkgirl, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, The Flash, and Superman over here off frame. So kind of weird that they number them like that. I don't know why, but let's go ahead and check out Batman. So sorry about the glare. I'll try to avoid it as much as possible, but here is the box. What's cool is that all of these all have these the fantastic, if you put them side by side, they look pretty awesome because they have the illustrations there, look really good. So there's the back over there. You get to see the back with all the other characters that you can buy, that sort of thing. Pretty standard packaging. Looks good though. I like that on everything. So let's go ahead and open it up. All right, so here he is. Here is the Dark Knight himself. First impressions out of the box. He looks good. I was surprised that he has a rubber cape. I mean, I've grown to not like the rubber capes anymore because it's hard. It just adds weight to it. I prefer the cloth capes, but some people don't like the cloth capes. I prefer one like them, and it looks good. If you go look at the head over here, the paint looks pretty decent. The skin tone is a little off, but he still looks pretty cool. And of course, the insignia logo is the one straight out of Justice League Unlimited. The yellow belt, always love the yellow belt, always love that look. The color on the cape over here is a shade of blue. Looks pretty nice. In terms of articulation, he has the standard articulation that you would expect from the Batman the Animated Series figures. So over here, his arms, they do move out like so, and there's no double jointed action on the arms or on the legs, but they still do bend. The hands, they move 360 like so, and they also articulate so you can move them up and down like that. He also has a hand over here, and you could put a Batarang if you have any accessories. You could put that in here. You can see there's a slot for him to put some sort of accessory in. His waist does move over here so that you could pose him, which is kind of okay. And in terms of the legs, it's the same kind of thing where you can kind of do this awkward splitsville over here, and then he can move his legs up a certain degree. That's as articulation as you can get on his legs. The ankles are a little stiff, so I'd be very careful about positioning his ankles over here. One of them rolls like so, and then you can tilt it up and down like so as well, but the other ankle, the roll is not so great, so I'm pretty iffy about kind of articulating that. The boot, the only swivel over here is his boot does swivel there at that joint. So if you wanted to just kind of angle that out, then there you go. That's a thing. Out of all of these, they all have small feet, so it's very hard to kind of get them to stand up. I mean, he's standing there, but it's a small small little space for him to stand. I did find a remedy for this, and I bought some doll stands that should fit. I'll show them to you right now. So this is the doll stand that I have here for this figure here. It's these are pretty cheap. I got these for like, I want to say $25 off of Amazon. I'll post a link below where I bought them. I did have to do some bending on this base over here just to balance out the weight, but for the most part, it's pretty reliable in terms of matching up with the height and not being too, not taking too much room on your shelf. See, that base is really tiny, which I do like because then you can put them next to each other without having that space. The Batman the Animated Series figures, they have bases that come with them and they're squarish, but they do take a little bit of room. I have very small accommodations, so I don't have the most space to display figures. Therefore, having a base that's a bit smaller does work out to my advantage. I do plan on customizing these bases though by putting the insignias of each of the characters spray painted on there somehow with a stencil. I am making another video about that, so it's going to be more of a DIY video that I'll share with you guys in the future. But let's go ahead and just kind of give the rough ideas. I just played around with it a little bit more, and overall it's a good figure. The paint is not bad. The paint is very solid on everything. I do see a little bit of bleed over here on his underwear, but that's the only place that I see where there's any sort of mistake on the figure. Overall, it's a very quality, very clean figure. I forgot to mention also that the head does articulate a bit, which is very nice because he can look down, or he could look forward, or look to the side, or it's not the greatest, but it works pretty good. I like it when they can look down. I like the ears a lot too. The ears look really nice. Here's the side profile over here, just so you can see the proportion of everything. They always have the bigger body and they always have the skinnier legs. That's the style of Bruce Timm in all of his cartoons and all of his animations. Overall, good figure.